Hello, hello. Well, welcome back to 11th Hour Shaman's Cup of Tea podcast slash video blog. This is the show where we discuss everything shamanism or spiritual because honestly, I believe all of us can really heal anything when we partner with spirit, plants, and purpose. I'm your hostess, Theresa. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I own 11th Hour Shaman. So nestle in with your favorite cup of tea and let's soak in the nourishment of today's episode, which is actually about angels, or specifically one. And I feel so exposed right now and somewhat vulnerable sharing what happened this week. I was with one of my clients who I love so dearly, and right at the beginning of her session, a specific angel came through. Now, I have been truly blessed to have a lot of different, wide variety of experiences with angels, but not many of them felt the need to tell me their name. And so I just speak whatever message comes through. And it was so interesting this time. What happened was I was doing energy work slash body work with my client, and I felt a male presence enter the room to my right side. And it was not a scary energy. I've felt presences before, both positive and not so positive, but usually almost always it's positive. Any of the yucky, icky stuff has always been way back in my past, in my personal life, in a funky house I was at, or somebody's attachment popped off and immediately left. So this particular male presence energy that suddenly entered the room. He was on my right, and I felt him enter the room and then move closer to me. And then it was like we were standing side by side, and my upper right arm felt him touching my upper right arm, like we were arm to arm, even though no doubt he's much taller. But my point is, it was a physical, tangible feeling of this angel, this beautiful male angel presence. And I get weepy. And so if I'm quiet, it's because I'm crying love tears. I cry when I feel love and gratitude. It's just who I am. So his energy was gentle and really beautiful and very profoundly, unconditionally loving. And he was here for my client with so much love and peace and calmness. He brought all of those energies: calm, unconditional love, peace. And it was really gentle. And he then guided my hands. I could feel it. I don't know if you've ever felt a magnetic pull, but it felt like that. It felt like this energy guidance with my hands to bless her. And it was just am so deeply grateful. How can I speak? Okay. What I saw, because my eyes were closed, so I feel his energy. And then I asked in my mind, who are you? And they don't usually tell me, but he did. He said, Azrael. And I could see his name in my mind written in gold letters with mostly a black backdrop. So I could see the letters very clearly. And I was like, what? Because I hadn't recalled hearing that name or knowing specifically much about an angel named Azrael. And so I said, do you mean Ariel? In my mind, of course. And he said, no, Azrael. And I could see it again. And I was like, okay. And I asked my client, do you know who that is? Do you know who Azrael is? An angel named Azrael? And she said, no. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't either, but he's here. And I have a book upstairs called Angel Prayers, written by Kyle Gray. And though I haven't read it cover to cover, I'm pretty sure we can find the answer in there after your session to get more information if we need it. And so I continued with the energy work, but then I felt like, is he an archangel? Like that's what I was thinking and feeling in my head. And then I was like, what? What is happening right now? And you know what was happening? Archangel Azrael showed up for my client, is what was happening. And he was blessing her and loving her and sending her beautiful, supportive energy, unconditionally loving. Absolutely blew me away. I am still in awe. I like awe and deep, deep gratitude because, like I said, usually I can feel angels, but they don't usually tell me their name. It has happened on occasion, but this was really important for her. And what's so interesting is after this session, we talked and I went and got the book and we talked about who is Azrael. Well, turns out, yes, he is an archangel. And one of the prayers that Kyle Gray suggests we pray to him specifically is, thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Azrael is the archangel that helps us with major changes and transitions, moving from an old life into a new life. This could be, it could definitely be physical death transitions, but also major life transitions, like radical transformation, where we have to leave behind an old life and we may or may not be enjoying this experience. And we may have to leave behind old hurts and pains. And his energy is so gentle in helping us do this, which I really appreciate because sometimes humans aren't so gentle, are they? And so to have an angel show up like that for my client was, how do I describe it? I'm just so deeply appreciative and filled with awe. And one of the other things I learned about Azrael is that Azrael is an angel that supports counselors and others who work with those that have emotional troubles. And he works with mediums and light workers. And, this is so interesting when I think back on my life after I had this experience. I have been really thinking back on all of my angel experiences and miraculous experiences, and you know, it kind of blows me away. And I did have someone a few months ago, I think it was in the summertime. He's a psychic medium, and I had some specific questions. So I had a session with him, and the first thing he said to me is, "Oh, you're meant to work with the angelic realm." And he did not know me at all. He didn't know what I did for a living. He didn't know me at all. And I was like, "Oh, okay then." Like, what do you do with that? That's really mind-boggling. So, yes, I have always worked with angels. I'm always inviting them to sessions, but to have them show up so specifically in this way just blew my mind. So, anyway, there I am. There you have it. If you are in a big change in your life, you're going through a really big transition in your life, reach out to Archangel Azrael and just know that he works for Source, for your highest good, and will help you move through all of these transitions as gently as possible with unconditional love. He can bring so much comfort over the decisions we have to make when we make these transitions, these big changes. They can be so challenging. And if we resist the changes that are needed, if we're fighting against them, we can really see that and ask for Azrael's help and support to make a new change today, to take another step forward in this transition, to really care for oneself through the process. And part of that is inviting our angels' support. I also think it's interesting that Azrael's name means he who helps God. He's the angel who guides us through the process of transition with this phoenix-like energy. He helps us rise from the ashes of our challenges to be reborn and rise up into a more expanded, positive version of ourselves. But he does it lovingly, he does it gently, and he brings comfort and calm. He's very strong, so just because he's gentle does not mean he is not strong, because holy moly, he's very strong and obviously compassionate and understanding, because my personality was like, "Who are you? What's your name again?" And he's just so peaceful about it. "No, Azrael." Which I really love and appreciate, because I can be a goofy one. So that's my message about that. And I'm going to leave it there, because I've had a lot of angel experiences, and I think maybe I'll just make separate podcasts about those. Just know that angels absolutely love us, and they absolutely love it when we do body work or energy work, when we give it, when we receive it. They love it when we pray. They love it when we meditate, all kinds of meditations, right? They have shown up for me in all kinds of meditations, breath work, silence, guided meditations, drumming journeys, all of it. They are here for us. They love us deeply and profoundly, every single bit of us. There is no thing about us that they reject. They're only here to love us, to guide us, to comfort us, and help us make the changes we know it's time to make. Have a beautiful day, you all. And again, thank you so much for tuning in to 11th Hour Shaman's Cup of Tea podcast. It really is quite an honor to speak with you, to share this time with you, and share Spirit's love for you, for me, and for everyone that we get to share our lives with. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye.